What's going on, guys? My name is Rick, and today, welcome to your lovely Wednesday upload and some more Black Ops 4 gameplay. So, today I want to do a little bit of a story time video because now that I'm not in school, I can confess to all the things that would have otherwise got me in trouble when I was in school, right? So, I was in band, and I did two things in high school. It was band, and then I also wrestled, and there was about three other guys in band, or no, only two other guys in band that actually had wrestled at one point. One that joined later, but he didn't really join in any of the shenanigans we did, but, well, I mean, sometimes, but it's complicated. So, the band room had a hallway in it, and this hallway was sort of like a ramp thing, because in order to get out of the band room, you had to go upstairs, so there had to be another way, just in case someone had a wheelchair or anything. So we would get on this ramp, and it was it was sort of a narrow sort of ramp, but it was still in the band room, like you couldn't see out to the hallway to the rest of the school or anything, so it was sort of sectioned off, and it was also sectioned off from the rest of the band room also. So, in this hallway, we would wrestle. We called it band room wrestling, and we would actually have, like, legit wrestling matches where someone else would ref the other people, and we did get caught doing this a few times when we got kicked out of the band room, but our senior year, and I didn't wrestle this year, but one of my other friends did, we had actually wrestled in this hallway, and that band director just didn't care because we had a new band director for our senior year, and she really didn't care if we wrestled in the band room, and we would wrestle in the actual band room itself, and then we would wrestle out in the hallway also. And this wasn't the safest thing because there was like concrete walls on either side of us, and then there was no mats, and then in the actual band room the floor was extremely hard in there, so I don't understand how one of us didn't actually get hurt really bad. But this isn't the craziest thing we did. We also played baseball in the locker room once. That was fun. We got like a broomstick and like a tape ball and played locker room baseball. That was fun. But one of the craziest things we did while we were in band is we had the strictest band director we had ever had, because she was like fresh out of college and like obeyed by every rule there was, no matter what. It was one night at a band concert. The 6th grade and 7th grade and 8th grade would always perform before the high schoolers would, and in our auditorium we have a balcony. This balcony, it's in the very back of the auditorium, and the band director, when she's conducting the band, would look like towards the front of the auditorium, so whatever he did on the balcony she wouldn't be able to see. And during the band concert, students would get to go up there, and this is where our sound booth and lighting booth and all that was, so we would go and do the sound and lighting up there. Now, it was just select students that were able to do this, and one of my friends was actually in chorus, so he knew how to do the lights and sound, so she let him do the lights and sound for the band concert, and then when the high school got on stage and played, then someone else would come up and do the lights and sound. So not that complicated of a process. So since my friend was up there, I was like, "Hey, yo, let me in the balcony. I wanna be up there in the balcony." And he's like, "Okay." So we go up there, and we're in the lighting and sound booth. We're chilling, and then he's like, "There's a catwalk up here, right?" And I'm like, "Wait, what? What do you mean? There's a catwalk?" And he's like, "There's a catwalk where you can get in the auditorium ceiling and like look down over everything." And I'm like, wait, really? And I didn't know anything about a catwalk being up there. This is the first time I'd ever heard about it. And he's like, "Yeah, the other day in chorus when we were up here, yeah, we found it the other day, and we went up and took a look around up there. Want to go up there?" I'm like, sure. And he's like, "Hey, go get this other person. He might want to come too." And I'm like, "Okay." So I run down, get the other person. I'm like, "Yo, there's a catwalk up here. Let's go." And then we go up, and keep in mind, if we got found up here, we would be dead. And this was in the middle of a band concert. Like, the band director, of course, wouldn't be looking at us, but anyone in the audience could turn around at any point, look in the auditorium, and see us climbing a ladder into the ceiling. Like, this was not just like something that you would normally do. And so we, the three of us, we find the ladder, we start climbing up the ladder, and we get up there, and it's a catwalk. It's like not a big catwalk where you can like stand up and walk around up in the ceiling. You have to, it's sort of more like a crawl space, except in the ceiling. So, you know, we could only crawl around up there. But there was this opening, like, you get like straight down the catwalk. It's like not, it doesn't even have like multiple paths you can take or anything. It's just like a straight line path up there. So you go straight down the catwalk, and then there's this hole that just opens up straight down into the auditorium. Like, if you fell, you would be breaking many bones just because of how high the auditorium ceiling was. So we all get up close enough to this hole where we can look out, and the band director is still down there, and then the concert ends, the 6th grade, I think, concert ends, and she walks off stage and everything. We're like, oh, we should probably get down, and my friend's like, no, let's stay up there for just a second. I'm like, okay, let's just, you can chill up here, and then, you know, we start scooting back just a little bit, getting ready to get down. Then we hear a voice from the bottom of the ladder, and she's like, guys, really? Why are you up there? And we're like, oh no, she called us. She called. Why? Oh no, we're in so much trouble. We're going to go to the principal's office. And later that year, I actually did go to the principal's office for getting in trouble, but that's a story for another time. But we're like, oh no, this is bad. Why is this happening? And one of my friends refuses to get down. He's like, I want to stay here, guys. Go. And we're like, no, we're not taking the fall for you. And we're like fighting and everything. So I'm the first one down the ladder because I was the last one up when we got up there, and there's really not enough room to change where we're at. And I get down, and I'm like, oh, hey, Ms. Monty, what's the name of our band director, and my other friends, I can just hear them groan in pain as I said that. In reality, it wasn't our band director whatsoever. It was another band member. It was the flute section leader, and I have never been so relieved to find out it was her, but she has the exact same voice. I don't even know how of our band director. I don't know how that's even possible. Like, just talking to her, normal conversation, you would never hear the comparison between her voice and the band director's voice. But when you don't when you hear her voice not associated with her, it was so weird, because after that I had mistaken her voice for our band director's voice many times. But the reason why I called her the name of our band director is just to scare my friends. And the last guy, he sort of refused to get out. He would not get down from the catwalk. So after me and my other friend were down there, we told him, we said, hey, it's not Miss Monty, you can come down. It's just this it's just the flute section leader. I'm not going to say her name because she might watch these videos, and I don't know if she would want me to say her name. But anyway, we all get down, everything's fine. We don't get into any trouble, but that's not the end of the story. No, it's really not. So, basically, after the concert, we tell this other guy, we're like, yo, hey, we got in the catwalk, and he's like, what? I want to get in the catwalk, and we're like, no, it's too risky right now. We can't do it. We're about to go on stage. So we go on stage, play our concert and everything, then we're cleaning up, and the other guy's like, hey, is the balcony still open? And I'm like, nah, I don't think it is. So then me and my other friend go over there, and we're just standing by the balcony. Then this teacher comes by, and she's like, hey, do you guys need in the balcony? And we're like, oh yeah, we need in the sound booth. We need to go, get some stuff in the sound booth and everything. She's like, oh, okay, I'll open the door for you. Just make sure you give my key back when you're done. And we're like, oh, wait, did that just actually work? And after this person leaves, I sprint down the hallway to the other guy that hasn't been in the catwalk before, and I'm like, yo, the balcony's open, let's go. He takes off running towards the balcony, and we go up the stairs, go up the ladder, go into the catwalk, and he's like, whoa, this is so cool, what if I jumped through that hole? And we're like, no, stop. And this guy, he was a little crazy, though. He has done some crazy stuff. He had gotten in the locker room and knocked his ceiling tile out and climbed in the ceiling. I actually have video proof of this, but I think I deleted it because of some other things happened, but I'm not even going to talk about that. But anyway guys, that's the end of the video. I don't know how much sense the story made, just because I sort of rambled a little bit and everything. And I didn't write a script for this. Usually when I do storytime videos, I usually write a little bit of a script. Even earlier this week when I did why Black Ops 4 won't kill Fortnite, I still didn't have a script, but I had a couple bullet points for this. This is just off the top of my head, just kind of rambling while you guys watch some Black Ops 4 gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're already subscribed, make sure to click the post notification button down below so you get a notification when I upload a video and or stream. I should be streaming this weekend, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. But I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, cue the outro.